Hello, in this video we're going to take a look at the library's ebook collections. We do have a couple databases that have a very large collection of ebooks that are available to you as a member of either CAC students or faculty or staff, and I'm just going to give you a quick overview so you can get an idea of what is available to you and how you can access it. So basically, the upside of ebooks is it's basically a way for a library to expand their collection when they maybe have limited physical space. For example, just from our ebook databases, we're able to add like over 100,000 titles that we would not be able to otherwise have available to CAC users. So kind of the nice thing about that is it definitely gives us a way to expand what we're able to offer you to use for your research when it comes time to find sources. So basically, these ebooks are available to you both through our website. If you're on campus, it's just like our databases. If you're on campus, you can just go to the library webpage, go to the databases and articles page, and we have a whole section where we've added our ebook collections. But if you're off campus, it's a little bit trickier. I won't go into it too much. We have other videos that will kind of explain this a little bit more. It's basically available through Blackboard. If you go to your Blackboard page, look for CAC Library Online, databases, articles, ebooks, and streaming videos. Link here on the left will take you to the page. And again, we have a section dedicated to our ebook collections. In addition to that, we've also been able to add many of the ebooks to our online catalog. So as you're doing a search, in addition to physical media items, books, DVDs, things like that, items like our ebooks will also come up as you do a search. There's also a video that will walk you through being able to access the books through the catalog, but I just wanted here to give you a little idea of what that looks like. The nice thing with our catalog is it does actually give you an idea of what type of book comes up in the search. So you can see usually one of the easier ways is by this little icon here. This is just a normal book. But if you see this icon that basically it's showing a computer with a book on the screen, that denotes an ebook. The other easy way to tell is included in the book record. You will see an area that will tell you that it is an ebook and where you can go to access it. If you're on campus, you click this, it'll take you straight to the database. If you're off campus, this will take you to Blackboard, where you can go then to access the ebook collection. So we'll take a look at one of the ebook databases right now. So the first one and kind of our biggest database collection, our ebook collection on their databases, is the EBSCO ebook collection. This kind of represents our largest collection of titles and things by subject area. And it's probably where you're going to find a lot of the ones that come up in the catalog. These follow all sorts of subject areas, and you can see that over here where it has, you can browse by category, basically by subject area, and you can see the number of subject areas that are covered. But you can also search just for a particular topic that you're looking for. Like most of our databases, it will default to a basic online search that you can see here. The basic search is what's called a keyword search, meaning whatever that you put into this text field, it will search exactly, it'll search each of those words that you put in. So it's kind of nice in that you will usually get a lot of results, but that can also kind of cut both ways, where you may find stuff coming up that actually doesn't have a lot to do with your your area of interest, because when it searches everywhere, it literally searches everywhere, title, subject, even the text of the book itself. So if any of your search terms are anywhere in the book, it can come up and that thus give you a lot of results that you'll have to sort through. So just to kind of give an example, we'll do a search for a topic. So you can see we have a lot of results here. So again, that is a lot to kind of sort through. So kind of one of the nice things it does is as you kind of scroll through all the things that have come back as a result, it will kind of highlight where in that book's record your search term has come up. Another nice thing it will give you here from this main page, you can see the book's table of contents. That will also give you an idea if it is one that kind of is relevant to what you're looking for. And in that regard, it will also kind of show you where in the book your search term came up. So that kind of gives you an idea whether or not this book would be useful to you. So if you do find a book that looks like it might be of use to you, you can see it'll give you the title, the author, the subject areas it covers, and then right here on the main page it will also show you can go straight to the book here through the PDF full text link. You can also click the title to go to a little bit more in-depth description of the book. You can see it'll tell you things like the publisher. A lot of this is information you would need when it comes time to do your citation. A description of the book, and then again it'll show you, like I said, it shows you where your search terms pop up, and again there's the table of contents from which you can basically jump straight to that particular chapter of the book. And then the link to the full text itself is over here on the left. If you click that, you get a PDF reconstruction of the book. What's nice about this is it also includes page numbers, so when you're doing your citations, again, that's a very important thing to have. It will make it a lot easier to cite the book for your paper. In that respect, like most of our databases, it includes a number of tools that you can use to kind of save this material, to use it for your research if you want to come back to it later, if you're in the middle of if you need to find multiple sources. Those are located here on the right hand side of the screen. You can print out some pages. Obviously the publisher will not kind of allow you to print out the entirety of the book. Actually, if you look here under publisher permissions, it will actually tell you how many pages of it could be printed theoretically, but this is mostly intended just for if you were looking for any relevant pages that you were using specifically in your paper, you would be able to print out that page and have it saved. You can save the book record so you can come back to it later. Important one here is the citation tool. This will make doing your paper citation page a lot easier. If you click that, it will pop open a little window and basically show you what the citation should look like for many different types of citation styles, including APA, Chicago, and here's MLA. Those are usually the three that you'll run across the most, but as you can see, it covers a lot of bases with that. Also, if you're a user of the RefWorks service that the library gives you access to as a CAC student, you can click Export, and that will help you export to RefWorks or any of the other sort of citation services that are out there. And then finally, say you are at home doing research or on one of the campuses and you just wanted to be able to come back to this book while you're searching after you're done searching for other things. That's what this permalink is. It will create a persistent link back to this book so you would be able to come back to it later. So pretty self-explanatory. A lot of the tools are there. But as I said, there's a lot of results that come through when you're doing this. So you may want to kind of make, if you kind of want, especially with a topic like I've picked global warming here, knowing that there is a lot of results for that, if you kind of want to narrow that down, there's different ways to do that. Over here on the left-hand side, it will provide some ways to kind of narrow down these results lists. You can do it by publication date. So say you were only interested, you can see that some of these books go back to 1977. So a lot of that may not actually be super useful for you if you're writing a paper and you kind of want the most up-to-date information. You can change the date range for the books to come through. You can narrow it down to a specific subject area, and you can see that cuts down the number of books. And it gets even more narrower from there if you were looking for a specific publisher. But for the most part, I think these tools are the ones that you would most likely be using. Another way to kind of help yourself narrow stuff down initially, you can do an advanced search. If you click that, it'll carry over your search term. But the nice thing here is you can select where in the book's record it will search. So you can have it search in the entire text of the book. You can look for ones that just have that term in the title. If you're looking for a specific author, that would be where you could change that and search by the author. Probably the most useful in this respect, if we're looking at global warming, you can search by a specific subject. So we'll go ahead and redo the search there. And you can see that has narrowed down the number of results and therefore the number of books to kind of look through quite a bit, and is most likely to give you a result that would be be more useful to you in your paper. So that's kind of the overview on the EBSCO ebook. Our other main ebook database is from Gale. If you've used the library before, this is what it used to be called Gale Virtual Reference Library, but it's been rebranded a little bit now to just Gale eBooks. That is the publisher of the database, so we'll click on that. I won't go into this too much more than I did with EBSCO, because for the most part it's very similar ways to use it. So you can see it starts with a basic search. You can narrow it down to a particular subject or publication from the start. The difference with the Gale ebooks versus the EBSCO ebooks, the EBSCO ebooks include more just like just regular titles, whereas the Gale ebooks are kind of geared more towards, say, like encyclopedia, that it will have maybe each book would cover multiple subjects. It's good for finding like maybe brief overviews of a subject area. And again, you can see as you browse here along the left, you can see the different subject areas that are covered. And then it kind of has some feature titles. So you can see like you can find things that would give you maybe a little brief biography of people. And different sort of ways along that. But we can redo our search. Just to compare, we'll stick with global warming. And it's the same sort of style. It gives you the title, description, ways to filter your results. We'll go ahead and look at one of these entries. The other thing that will be similar is it also has a very similar toolbar to the one you were looking at. It has the citation tool, and you can switch between the different citation styles. You can also export to RefWorks and other online citation tools. You can email the link to yourself, or print certain sections, get a link. So basically, once you're familiar with one of these databases, you're not really going to run into a lot that is going to surprise you. So hopefully this helps you out, kind of gives you an idea of the resources that are available to you through our ebook collections. As always, if you ever have any questions or need help finding anything, you're more than welcome to talk with us, a librarian or any of the library staff. We're more than happy to help you find anything, and we hope to hear from you.